The grid. A digital frontier. I tried to picture clusters of information as they moved through the computer. What did they look like? Ships? Motorcycles? Were the circuits like freeways? I kept dreaming of a world I thought I'd never see. And then, one day...
You got in.
That's right, man. I got in. Was more beautiful than I ever dreamed, and also more dangerous than I ever imagined. Hop in bed now. You built a system where all information was free and open. It's beautiful. And then, one day, something happened. Something extraordinary. A miracle.
What was it?
Greetings, world. We are anonymous.
I'll paraphrase Thoreau here. Rather than love, than money, than faith, than fame, than fairness, give me truth.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
This is our world now. The world of the electron and the switch, the beauty of the baud. We exist without nationality, skin color, or religious bias. You wage wars, murder, cheat, lie to us and try to make us believe it's for our own good, yet we're the criminals. Yes, I am a criminal. My crime is that of curiosity. I am a hacker, and this is my manifesto. Huh? Right? Manifesto? You may stop me, but you can't stop us all.
That's cool.
Ik zie het spel dat gespeeld wordt, mensen trappen niet in. Er wordt verdeeld en geheerst en we zitten er middenin. Aan ons de taak om met elkaar te verenigen. Tegen witte woorden, criminaliteit of stenigen. Wordt er orde uit chaos geschept. Ik heb het over een oud concept. Is er iemand hier die echt oplet? Conditionering, weg is besef. Samen staan we sterk als we onze krachten bundelen. Laat niet overheersen, laat ze niet meer van ons plunderen. Ik weet wat er hier aan de hand is. We zijn geconditioneerd en verblind en verlamd. Dus tijd om bewustzijn te herprogrammeren. Tijd om bewustzijn te herprogrammeren.
Someone has broken into the National Bank, the Federal Reserve, a 21st century thief breaking into files, not into metal safes.
This is a Fox News alert on this Friday morning. You know that hacker collective known as Anonymous?
People are evil, Mr. Constantine. People.
You're right. We're born capable of terrible things. But then sometimes something else comes along and gives us just the right nudge.
Well, this has been real educational, but I don't believe in the devil.
You should. He believes in you.
It seems she's hurting you. I meant well.
People always mean well. They cluck their thick tongues and shake their heads and suggest oh so very delicately. Of course, I've suggested it myself. But I hate to even think about it. She needs me. It's not as if she were a maniac, a raving thing. She just goes a little mad sometimes. We all go a little mad sometimes. Haven't you?
Good evening, London. Allow me first to apologize for this.
The emergency channel.
I do, like many of you, appreciate the comforts of the everyday routine, the security of the familiar, the tranquility of repetition.
Bloody hell.
I enjoy them as much as any bloke. But in the spirit of commemoration, whereby those important events of the past, usually associated with someone's death or the end of some awful bloody struggle, are celebrated with a nice holiday, I thought we could mark this November the 5th, a day that is sadly no longer remembered, by taking some time out of our daily lives to sit down and have a little chat. There are, of course, those who do not want us to speak.
Let me think.
I suspect even now, orders are being shouted into telephones, and men with guns will soon be on their way.
It's Chancellor Sutler.
Damn it!
Why? Because while the truncheon may be used in lieu of conversation, words will always retain their power. Words offer the means to meaning, and for those who will listen, the enunciation of truth. And the truth is, there is something terribly wrong with this country, isn't there?
You designed it, sir. You wanted it foolproof. You told me every television in London.
Cruelty and injustice, intolerance and oppression. And where once you had the freedom to object, to think and speak as you saw fit, you now have censors and systems of surveillance coercing your conformity and soliciting your submission.
We need cameras.
How did this happen? Who's to blame? Well, certainly there are those who are more responsible than others, and they will be held accountable. But again, truth be told, if you're looking for the guilty, you need only look into a mirror. I know why you did it. I know you were afraid. Who wouldn't be? War, terror, disease. There were a myriad of problems which conspired to corrupt your reason and rob you of your common sense. Fear got the best of you, and in your panic you turned to the now High Chancellor Adam Sutler. He promised you order, he promised you peace, and all he demanded in return was your silent, obedient consent. More than 400 years ago, a great citizen wished to embed the 5th of November forever in our memory. His hope was to remind the world that fairness, justice, and freedom are more than words. They are perspectives. So if you've seen nothing, if the crimes of this government remain unknown to you, then I would suggest that you allow the 5th of November to pass unmarked. But if you see what I see, if you feel as I feel, and if you would seek as I seek, then I ask you to stand beside me.
The people have had enough. Rather than use the usual leftist tactics of talking over the people in debates and television interviews, using harassment, smear campaigns and other leftist means to silence anyone who has an opinion which differs to yours, then perhaps you should listen instead. You may learn something. We are anonymous. We are legion. We may forgive, but we do not forget. Expect us.
Anonymous is more powerful and relevant than ever.
We do not forget. We do not forget. We say us.